ladies and gentlemen, the saga is coming to an end. Because here on the Sogdian Saga, this is the final episode of this long-running series which has been going on since March. Even though in actuality I actually started recording it back in February, back when the Chola series was beginning to wrap up. And so, and this day of recording is June 9th. June 9th, 2020. That's the day of this recording. And I would say, this is how I wanted to end. Just wanted to end it on a big, high note. But to get to that, we still have to deal with the Chinese forces, which they're still out there, as this is the Persian invasion of the Chu Empire. The Protector General is still out there with many troops out there. Some of which are transporting by galleys, probably on their way to the Ganges Delta, easy for me to say. But now, we commit most of our forces to liberate Tibet. We never lost a battle against them, but, however, they occupy more. In order to win this war, it can end either two ways. The capture of the Protector General, or liberate all of the territories that they have occupied. So we're getting to work on it. We send most of our troops to liberate these areas and have this locked so we can keep up with, the sieges and everything. About that stuff, well then, let the Khotanese will take care of that. Those guys. Yeah, they're definitely on their way to kick them out. Which they definitely will beat them to it before they even get a chance to raise it. This is where they're currently located, at least some of their armies. They're in northern India now, passing through Rajputana and heading to Koshala areas. And soon, they're going to be going up to the Himalayas through Nepal and then into Tibet, where we shall meet them. And meet them we shall. Gee, so many weak claims. Good to realize. Then I forget to drink the Fountain of Youth, which I was thinking, should I not? But I decided before this recording, let's do it. Additionally, I will join the Sandpit. I was about to say I could join the Immortals. I mean, I'm a zealous man. Has traits zealous. That's one of these that must be true. Yes, I'm a male. I'm not an animal, not a heretic. Right. Because I am a holy warrior. I should have joined the Immortals at the beginning of my reign, but that's not the reason why I decided to join the Sogdian. I was going to Sandpit, but I noticed I could join that. I mean, yeah, I'm possessed, I'm fat, and I'm Raffle Man. Yeah, I'm kind of bad, but I could redeem myself to be a true holy warrior. In actuality, I decided to join that society because when December comes, I want to make her the lady-in-waiting, so that she may join the Immortals one day or something like that. So let's get going. Let's not waste any more time. Who died? My sister wife died of poor health. Not to mention she was my rival. Guess you. And I don't want to have my inbred son rule for me. Why did they go any other way? Oh, they're not heading to the Ganges Delta, they're heading to the Indus. Are they landing troops? Yes, no, maybe? Or they're waiting for them to pick up. This could be good because, this will give us time to liberate all the other territories. So time's a ticking for China. The Southern armies will hold the line. Since we reinforced pretty fast, this is a retinue, Let's go hunting for them. Yes, they're getting in their ships. Some of them landed. I guess we shall meet in the Indus. Whatever you say. You're virtuous enough. I'll teach you warfare and combat. I should have invited one of the Immortals members to join our army, so we could fight them even better, if they're skillful enough of the Holy Warriors. Difficulty. Guess that goes to you because do whatever you want with it. I could have given it to a little guy, but do what you want. Even though I do not like the borders that I have in India. This part of India I do not want, but that's at the behest of him and them as well. Even though I could fix that by pure administration, but we don't have time for that. I ain't got time for that. Ain't no one. Just catch them wherever they have a false sense of security. Or they're venturing off somewhere. We're liberating more and more land. Oh, we finally catch them where they wouldn't want to be, thanks to those people there. Just a few more holdings. And everybody can reinforce. Nobody's occupied our southern Indian holdings. There you are. Our pure cavalry. Which, when we first created that, yep, the war score's starting to go up of liberating these territories. This could be our way to win this war, after all. These guys went in the coast. Let's kill them too. In a matter of a couple of months, we will win the war. Wherever they head, don't let them escape. Even if they land the troops, it'll be a big mistake for them. Thank you very much. Come on over. 73 now. We beat them to it at the shore before they could get in their ship. That's fine. We know what to do now. 89. You got 2 more holdings to go and we will win. While we will just charge into blazes of glory. Even if we have to take a major river crossing, we'll be in this to make them. Three. One more holding to go. $75, you could see it over there. Just a reminder. Guard my stuff. about to say, she's not old enough. She is, but, back then you could. Remind me to kill that inbred boy later. Oh, I keep calling him inbred boy. His name is Parvez. It's a matter of you. Is female. It's 6. They don't allow women. Well, what the hell am I doing here then? Because that's what the other option, the sandpit, is for. Where they don't discriminate genders when it comes to making them squires or later lady in waiting. Sorry, I made a mistake, so I'm just gonna get out of here then. Well, meanwhile, let's fight one more battle, as we are 100% now. Don't let him escape! Last chance. That's not him. Well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And this will finally end the period of this this very, very turbulent century for China. And as well as the 3 Sino-Persian, Sogdian, Iranian Wars, however you want to call them. Because after 5 years and 10 months, we've beaten them. And we didn't just only beat them, but we've liberated all the territories, which we could not do then in the past 2 wars. And you can never offer white peace. It's either surrender or get them to surrender. We could have captured him, but he had the scurvy for being out at sea for so damn long. So now, my nephew, Nanai Fan Merir Magaj, will become new emperor of China. Any of their immediate family who are not landed or primary title to an heir will join them in the Middle Kingdom. Any land held by the West Protectorate will be transferred to me, which, thanks to Telkarians, we already own that. 5,000 prestige. The grace will be 5,000. The reward will be 10,000 gold. And will be favored in the Silk Road for the next 50 years, which is 100% trade income. Adds the Jade Dragon, which I never had that artifact. We cannot raid nor declare war on them ever again, as long as a Sogdian Zoroastrian man and his descendants will sit on that throne. Yes, sir. The forces of Shan Shakarush the Holy have prevailed, with the troops of the Protector General Faigwan Guan shattered, and the conflicts in Middle Kingdom finally over. And we mean finally. The former Emperor, Zhuan Iji, has been dethroned, and his place, Kayani Nanai Fan, Emperor Jianzhu of the Chang Empire, now rules. House Kayani has successfully invaded the eastern lands, and now they reign supreme. Glory to the new emperor. And so rises a new dragon. That Protector General's out of the job. There he is. Oh, Jianzhu Kaya. He's Sogdian Zoroastrian, who is also my bastard nephew. Yeah, he may be a bastard because it's like, hey, you ain't important, how about you'd like to be the show? And he's like, yes, sir. So, he likes Tengris, which there's hardly any in this world, but he doesn't like Christians. Well, you're gonna like it because, again, you as a Zoroastrian, since you said you don't like Christians, you mean all of them in general, including Nestorians. Don't worry, there are no independent Nestorians around here. They're all in the safekeeping of my empire. Now, First Order. This is what we wanted to do for a long time. The Byzantine Empire must go down. The protector general of the sincere addresses the letter. The honored Shah of the Persian Empire has blessing upon thee. The heavenly Kayani Nanai Emperor Xianzhu of the Qing Empire agrees with your wise judgment that Theophilos Isorios threatens to destabilize the world. The forces of the Qing Empire are already marching out of the Middle Kingdom. How many troops are you bringing? Protector General Williams. Bringing 11,000. That's it? You already spawned, right? These are event sponsors. Yes, they are. Are they stationed up here? This is all you have? Don't you know how much they have over there? That's more. Well, we can beat them up one more time. So we shall humbly assist the Emperor in this endeavor. Following the sage advice of Shah Karush the Holy, the Qing Empire has declared war upon Theophilos, the source of the intent of shattering the Byzantine Empire. Sogdian armies are already marching towards the Byzantine Empire. It is impossible that this spells an end for Basilis Theophilos' great realm. Just as planned. Well, we have to be at peace first. Once this whole thing is over, I shall visit you. You know, all of our forces are still out there, so... In this case, well, bring out the best troops that, you know, we all are familiar with. Actually, hold on a minute. One moment. Get that rally point off. Okay. Combine yourselves here. Let's not forget our Egyptian forces, which are still in very good shape. So are these. Oh, and who could forget these? These should be good enough. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I was looking up a few things. Of course, you know, once we destroy Byzantine Empire, other than the obvious ones of Bosnia, Thessalonica, and these, this is what that's going to look like once all shattered. And Sardinia and Corsica is going to be the biggest state coming out of this. And they're going to be a problem for the vassals. So we finished one big war. Oh, Africa, I forgot about you. What, you got no forces to send? Did we already raise the African lot? We can raise their navy, but we cannot raise their local liege levies. My goodness, we're all annihilated? Well, then again, it's just... We have this many forces, so... Should be alright. Meet up in Constantinople. Very well supplied here. Oh, hurry up before the enemy forces get here. Oh, and of course, once this war ends, I mean, again, I don't want an inbred ruling the empire before I pass. Till April 2nd. It's too bad our, Hey, wait a second. Stop! It's enough ships for all of us. Get us transferred over there as fast as we can. Yes, no, maybe. Keep signing cyanide, then you will pick up and get the Egyptian ships on. Yes. We'll assign our commanders to the front sooner. Just rough terrains for hills and forests. Just give me the very best. Oh, I see. They're dealing with religious uprisings. This will be the final war of the Persian-Byzantine Wars, as it should have been. Well, we got ourselves in this mess. Not good. If I get captured, it ain't gonna lose the war. But rather, this would be very humiliating, and that's not the way how I wanted to go. But it's happening, like it or not. We just sent a lot of good men to die here. All because of the mountains. Get out of here. Oh my god, no. Wait, what terrain is this? Mountains again. Don't go there. I mean, we did kill off a lot of these guys, so. I'm putting you in because we want you to hit them hard. Yeah, you're with me. That was a bad move. And we're about to make another big mistake again. But their morale's lowered, so we may have a chance. But their Sogdian commanders tend to be... Whew. But hey, at least we have faster reinforcement, right? Damn it! That hurts. Alright, now get the retinue up. Get the Egyptian... No, that's not Egyptian. Yeah. Just get that fleet out and ready to transport the retinue. They will do most of the work. These are our crack troops. Time is of the essence. To your post. Pieces of house of wisdom fell off. Save that money while we make more, and I'll figure out what to spend later since I'm just concentrated on this conflict. Stop, god dang it! There you are. 6 years old and already you're affectionate. Let me raise you. Need to influence that child a bit. And Chinese forces, where are your troops? Matter of fact, the better question is, where are your commanders? You're just barely at the northern steps of Sogdiana. Get moving! Sorry if I'm being a bit theatrical these days, but it's a tendency of mine. Them being escorted by Sonny Corsico do no good to nobody. Move over. Scoot over. I need that. Fine. I'm gonna catch Sardinia and Corsica. That'll cut them off the reinforcements. While I will write the solitary of Plato. I get back. We're after you. Go. Move in. A lot of you are gonna die, but one thing's for certain. And I say the one thing's for certain a lot. And that's saying something. Need good defensible troops. And yes, that includes how the rest too. What are you? Organized good. Going. Oksana. Oh. Just throw everything you got there. The battle will begin on the 18th. This and 3rd. Won't be too late to contribute. As we said before. A lot of you are going to be sacrificed, while we will swoop in and kill off the rest of them. Because that's the beauty of this thing. You head to that part of Thrace. No armor is large enough to fit me. No horse strong enough to carry me. Samarkand's blacksmith is currently working day and night designing a new reinforced throne for my courtroom. Just so I can have something that is stable and wide enough to sit on. I need a diet. I'll become stressed, but it's a hard diet. Here's a lot of money to keep that center of trade going. In bulk. You all fought bravely, but here we go. Oh, we actually arrived in time. So beat them back. Many of you sacrificed, but was it really worth it? That's a Varangian Guard flag. Once we destroy their empire, they won't be needing them anymore. Trace them down somewhere. Whoops. What did I just, accident? Hitting one of the hotkeys. Chase them down. Now you're going to Magna Graecia. Gotcha. Occupy. I will never part with any of my babies. Long sword of the Kayani dynasty. That's back in the days of Rakshana, the first ruler. It's 100% now. There it is. After the defeat of Vassus Theophilos at the hands of Protector Generalius, the Byzantine Empire has been dismantled. The vassals are relieved as they are now free from the grasp of the vassalists. Further in the east, it is reported that Kayani Nanifan, Emperor Xanzu Empire, is very pleased with this outcome, as once again Cheng has displayed the might of the dragon. They were no match for the Cheng Empire. Alright, go home everybody, and that means these new independent countries are going to be easy pickings for our vassals. And with that, that's internal peace. The Persian-Byzantine Wars are finally over in the most turbulent century we've ever lived. Republics, grand cities, duchies, all that shattered. Now the vassals can pick the bones, how you like it. Expand how you like it. I will not be bothered with anymore. Well, meanwhile, at home, we're going to be dealing with these peasants from Balk. Now that's the one area I will not accept them or give them independence. And I'll think about bounty hunting as soon as we take care of this little piece of business. Yeah, a lot of countries that are newly independent are joining the Defense Pact against me. Which I'm sure that Christian Defense Pact is going to be huge! Anyways. They're just peasants. Let's go kick some ass. How dare you, peasants, defy the will of the Mohammedan Moabad? He's the head of the Zoroastrian Church. We'll be assisted by them. Bactria is the Holy Land. Now there will be peace. But boy, oh boy, has our army size really beat up at this point. After all this, what did our vassals think? Other than the raised levies, of course. Yes, I will address all you vassals by, with all this money, let's give money to everybody. Even though I'm not the most charitable person in the world. With the exception of child rulers, only the adult ones, because those are the guys and gals that could form factions against me. Because I'm gonna do something rather unkind. Whoopsie daisies, not that unkind. Actually, you should just pay attention to the opinions rather than just giving away like you're some do-gooder. Like anything less than 50 is considered a problem. But I think it's for the better. And that includes all the X-sheds, aka satraps. And one more. Also, I recall somebody banned me from the academy, so I gotta remove that ban. There. Now we can all go. I was thinking, well, how long have I been reigning? Not long enough, so switching absolute cognatic in favor of Roxana? Unlikely. I gotta kill that boy immediately. As in imprison, execute. This is what I mean. This I'm about to do is just... Oh boy, there's gonna be hell to pay. Already sent you money, right? Here, have some wine. Just, oh, they'll all convince to drop out of the factions pretty soon. And in addition, I ought to switch it to, carousing. Up the diplomacy. Diplomacy up, people will like you more. Simple. Because Roxana, to me, is the rightful heir. Even though she's still rather young, but I don't want an inbred ruling the Empire. Remember the last time we had one? Wasn't disastrous, but it wasn't good. Sorry about this. Sorry about this. Oh boy. Not only I'm a kinslayer, which people don't like me too much right now. Yikes. I am very, very sorry. I will never raise your levies again. So, let's just calm down. Because I'm going to be going to China as my ticket way out, so... First, oh yes, the titles. Who likes me the least? Yeah, before we get on out of here. Oh, Kaltan's not to be concerned with. Oh yeah, Shadow Bosnia, you'll get that. Serio. Kanem's okay with me. Yemen too. Egypt. Arabia. Africa. Kashmir. And... oh yeah, especially, this one's the real troublemaker. Abyssinia. And Punjab. Hope you do the good work in statecraft to try to get these vessels to like me as such. But if anybody doesn't like me, we'll send a spy master and just get rid of those who... I don't know. So let's just see the realm prosper. And I hope it better damn well prosper. Oh yeah, the Jeshua Festival. Maybe they'll also make the Zoroastrians like me a bit more. And Grand Tournament too. Just pretty much tells you about this state of affairs. And the Herbads and Mobads will like me more after I donate it to the Immortals. So... there, now Roxana's back to being heir again. Not to mention, Squire, aka Lady in Waiting. Nestorian will not join. Hopefully get the one that's, you know, general opinion is. What the hell? I don't think my seizure inspired cowardice of the people. Because I'm possessed, so allowed to have peasant Christ. Dude, you really want that? Let's just say made her own prosperous. We're trying to say that already. Oh yeah, don't forget the bounty hunt. Many months after I started my book, I finally managed to get around the other philosophers. He nicely asked me to burn the copies before anyone finds out how bad it is. Oh, God blast it! General opinion down again, because I wrote an underwhelming commentary on Plato. Well, I thought it was good. Alright, get that off. Yes, I may be a kid sir to you, but you could be of use to me. The hell? My nephew has been slain. My Kurdish nephew. Oh, I didn't know you remembered that sandpit like me. I mean, I knew you were something. Forgot that you were there. Hopefully everyone will be happy. And now we hold a feast. Then after the feast, then we'll go to China. So I can get the hell out of here. Because I don't want to be here anymore. Just tell them to stay out of the factions. Let's not escalate here. And of course I can't go to China without having to put down that peasant revolt. And because of that peasant revolt, the feast is cancelled. They're both the same. Yeah. Switch from one philosophy to another. No, actually, better is, it's like, sure, give them independence, and then they'll come take it back real quick. Because, that's how it works. Plus, it lowers the threat level. We'll just let one piece of that empire go, but they'll get it back. They got nothing better to do. They'll easily vassalize them. Which I would have a minimum increase of threat. Okay. Now, I understand why you're all mad at me. But now the real question is, who shall I designate as regent? I mean, it's my Astabat who really, really likes me. A man of diplomacy. Yes, perfect. Oh, by the way, this Grayscane, same dynasty, has both same culture and religion as emperors, so that's 12 each. Let's make it more. Oh, and before we do that, well, I never used you. How much money am I willing to send you? Roughly half. Okay. Now, time to go visit China to meet my grandson. Hold down the fort, boo. If only Jamshid was alive. Can you imagine visiting China knowing that his grandson is emperor? It takes an emperor to know an emperor. Look at all this mess. Bosnia, if you can't advance into Germany or Switzerland, at least try to advance to these areas. These are easy pickings right now. That's what I mean. Alright, I'm gonna have to, write a letter to my daughter and heir to the Persian Empire. Just hope that she's in relatively good health. Bosnian Civil War on Gallokind. Oh, no, no, that's unacceptable. You stop that right now. I like how I still have the authority to. Here, you damn greedy bastard. 'Cause he is one. No Gallokind in Bosnia. Because gotta hold all the titles. You are Yugoslavia, the land of the South Slavs. Vassalization wars. That's another thing they could do. Oh, I forgot. Byzantine culture. Since when you became a heretic? Oh, you've been at it for a while. Come from a long line of heretics. Okay, that means more opportunity for the immortals to hunt them down. Now the Tamils are soon going to be paying tribute to New China, a Sogdian China. What the hell are you still doing out there? She's improved. Well, let's just use this time to build up the second stage. And let's spend it on gold plating, knowing that Jamshid would have loved it. To see his statue, to have gold plating instead of stone, what it looked like right now. Yes, I noticed that my Mobat has Master Seducer. Masters of the Cavalry. A smooth-faced Sogdian man. After finally getting my attention back over his own horse or Sunday so my name is Rata, my good lord. My latest acquisition interests you? What you got there? History of Cheng. Yeah, history alright. Anyways, it's a book detailing the lives of emperors from one of the great dynasties of China. Not a very exciting read, but it does inspire having a dynasty as grand as theirs. You know, that's my dynasty. Don't you know that, my Sogdian brother? Not I'm buying anyway. Gotta do business. Not the Sogdian trade. White peace. Ah, come on, you... Oh, they no longer exist. They've been vassalized. Okay, okay. That's understandable. See? I told you they'd get it back. And the threat level did not increase by a big margin. I'm not looking to declare any wars. I'm just pointing it out to you people. Yeah, all these Zoroastrian holy wars just, it's basically the scramble for the Balkans and Anatolia. That's what it's become. And Africa won over Sardinia and Corsica just to take more of the land. Oh boy, this man? Guess the old Cindy ruler kicked the bucket. No, never accept these offers, because I get in trouble. Plus, we don't have the funds to do so. Oh no, just wait until after you go kowtow to the Emperor. Because I would like to request a trade contract from them. I mean, I am favored on Silk Road, which we already have a huge trade income, so why not have a trade contract to have even more profits? When was the last time that there was a Sogdian ruler in China? Well, I was about to say An Lushan, but we know how all that turned out. It was a rebellion, to be more specific. An Lushan rebellion. Very, very devastating. Plus, the An Lushan is half Sogdian, half Turkic, I believe that man was. Well, I'm not as zealous as I used to be, but just wanted to join in on that ceremony. Must be my old age. That she's become an idolizer. Perhaps I gotta give her a guardian to somebody who is zealous, because it would be fitting just to give her the zealous trait instead of erudite or, heaven forbid, frail. Yes, of course. Love to hear more of your political philosophy. I try to write a commentary on my old philosophy, but people hated it. Oh yeah, this is going to cost me a lot. Hospital in Bukhara has seen an increase in the amount of people looking for food and shelter. They can barely provide the food required as it is. Perhaps this could be a good opportunity to make an impression. Prepared food and supplies to be handed out as charity. Alms and other supplies will be brought out to the hospital. It will make life much easier for those in need. The question is how to present this extraordinary gift. Ahura Mazda made it possible. And I'm zealous again. The old book of Plato's Republic destroyed. Maybe the Tokharian people who are Buddhists would think of it as like, that's karma. You being possessed because of that philosophy of yours? Perhaps Plato isn't for you. Oh yes, it's always the dishonest merchants of Sogdia. Alright, we need to restrict the privileges of major guilds. Samarkand, Mustang, Pakistan, and Kamanchal, reprimanded merchants. Sure, it'll hurt our city tax a bit, but we still make too much money regardless, and I need all the grace I can get. Oh, the Shah of Africa. Less than impressed by intruders on merchant rights in the cities, and he's made a public statement how this action was unjustified use of power and inherited responsibility. His merchants had to be kept in line. Do I really need... Well, they're nowhere near to be of any danger. Especially that our manpower is recovering. Who stole my money? Because I heard that. Oh no. A devastating plague broke out. Can't this century end correctly? So a terrible disease wrecks the Qing Empire, leaving thousands lying dead in its wake. Trade is ground to a halt as the Chinese economy is forced to its knees. Even the Empire's armies have been decimated, but a shadow of their former glory. Well, once I get back home, I'll send you a physician right away. I was thinking, is there a Tengri position? Probably not, because he likes Tengris. The chief minister opens the doors to the throne, nodding me to enter. After I perform a deep bow and a sigh of subservience, the emperor reaches out and touches my forehead. I am honored. Thank you very much. He's not the best physician in the world, but I don't like him. He's too low skilled. So let's hope his mystical powers would bring you miracles. Oh great, another mystic, but he's a renowned physician. Temple vassals already like me enough. Nope, no trade contract. Oh, you cannot have that because, well, it's favored on the Silk Road, as it says. So we didn't need no trade contract. I mean, after all, we are the masters of the Silk Road. This, then, the other. Why don't we just have a master engineer on board? What? What? How do you pronounce his name? Gold plating of the statue is finished. It may not look like it right now, but just assume it is, because it says it. The sun reflects most brilliantly in the service of this statue. Now let's have more statues. Additional statues. These beautiful statues are said to resemble the immediate family of Shah Kharosh of the Persian Empire. Dynasty's gotta respect me more. Oh yeah, bounty hunting. He's still alive. Come here. Take an ass kicking. Oh, he would timidly strike, and now he yields. Die well. Not a scratch on me. Damn peasant revolt, I was about to go crossing. Forgot about that. Where's that, by the way? Air. I know where that air is. If I was to make a friend out of somebody, which I don't have very much. If you're not busy, would you like to come? That's the man I want to befriend. Okay, not him. Egypt's too busy. So is Abyssinia. Georgia, how about you? Yeah. Okay, not Georgia. Bosnia. Mighty Bosnia. The Sogdians of the West. How about you? Not him either. Okay. Let's do two then. It's either Arabia or Nestorian Syria. One of you two. Come on. Somebody's gotta go. Okay, there. We get the Nestorian man from Syria. Finally. Gujarat again. Right, this is the Gujarat that we own. You know what, for once. He refused the challenge. Well, he has cancers. Because I was thinking about, I'm going to go out on a warrior pilgrimage. Oh. She's a little sick, but she's got this decent treatment. Well, I'm going to go on a warrior pilgrimage. You're my best friend. That's all I wanted from you. Just some respect. And it removed the stress off of me. Well, I want to take this time to say that not only this is quite possibly one of the most successful series that I've done, and I thought India was most successful, but well, oh wow, sorry, that was really loud. But by the end of this, by the end of this video, if you're watching, people, here's a question I want you to ask. When you look back on my past Crusader Kings series, the question I really want to know is, what do you think, in your opinion, is the most successful series I've done? Like we're talking about ever since Holy Fury came out. With a series such as Bosnia, Ragusa, Assyria, Chola, India, and now here, Sogdiana, and later Persian Empire of Turan, Tibet, and Karambuna. You now become more trusting. And also right now, there's this plan that I have for the next video series. I mean, the Sogdian Saga is the final Crusader Kings 2 series that I'll ever do, because on September 1st, it's Crusader Kings 3. But mind you that I will not start recording on the day of the release. Give it time. Let me learn about the game a bit more and all its mechanics and everything until I found my rhythm. And then I will eventually put up a poll there of which country I should play as. Let's not talk about that right now. I'm just giving you, well, what is the future of the Lord Master channel with a video series such as this one. Knowing that this is the finale, I completed all the major goals that I've wanted. Not what I had in mind. Don't care, you're getting Marshall because I say so. But anyways, one thing's for certain, and I need to break that habit. I keep saying one thing's for certain, both here and in real life. It's become a verbal tick. that after this series that I will take a few weeks off from recording, and then soon I will begin the next video series, which is going to be from Imperator Rome. You may have seen it in the post in my channel with the poll up at that time, of course, of recording. I'm ready for anything. So there will be an Imperator Rome series coming to my channel, which will be intended as a summer series. And then after Imperator Rome, then I will do the Crusader Kings 3 series, my first one, which I won't do it as, you know, like the rate of how I did with these past series, where I do this one month later, here's another of this. 1 month later, here's another of that. No, do it every once in a while. Probably once in every big update or DLC. Of course, that would be far into 2021 and 2022, if I'm even alive to be around for that. Which I have a tendency to say that a lot in my real life self, when I think about the future of my well-being and plans. Because you know about promises, they tended to be broken. Promises are like bones, they're made to be broken. And of course, there's that crusade that's never going to happen. Hell, even the Protector General's with me to get these Crusaders to back down. It's kind of interesting to see the map of the Persian Empire like this. Yes, they're being vassalized. Salvage something before I leave. So, Shan Shah Karusha ascended to heaven at age 57. And that's all we're going to say about him. But he'll be remembered, at least, that his reign was largely characterized with the war with China, which led us to putting a Sogdian man on the throne. And now, we will end this series with Roxana II, even though there was a Roxana from back a ways there, and not the Roxana from the very beginning. She's 12 years old. Don't know what she'll turn out to be, but she has a peace deal with China and favored on Silk Road, and she's the Shoshenq descent. And boy, oh boy, a lot of people did not like the Shan Shah because he did what he did. We know what he did. Alright. I lost the book. Yeah, I got all these artifacts, but artifact destroyed during inheritance, so I guess that's just some book. Probably wore out. That's something I... Remember I said something about promises? Well, at least there was one promise. We began the series with Roxana, and now we are ending the series with Roxana. But I'm not going to end this series until she grows up. Not right now. Now I need a guardian, particularly a zealous one. Yes, you. Because I would love to pick up that zealous tree from you. Start giving away money. To get these backers to back off. The backers to back off. Anyways. Oh, and in addition, shall be cupbearer. Colonia. And it's you who's leading this. Oh, hold on. There we go. So, yes. let's honor him. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea because these vassals are just going to be, a bit mad, but just do it. I mean, at least he'll get the proper respect because of, we won the victory over the Chinese. The theme of Themis. Oh, I got an idea. Here's our minor viceroyalty. Just to get her happy. Praise the gods. We're not gonna exhume the body and get him up to a sky burial. I'm too young for that. Alright, who runs the academy? A Somalian man. Somalis run the Chinese academy. Thought it would be Sogdian. No, Somali. But that's beyond my control. Factions backed off. Jewish man in. Oh, and by the way, here's some money. Don't want them to assassinate me. So let's pick up the pace on the time, because I'm not an adult yet. And sell whatever it has, since we still have the center of trade. Search the domain for resources while we're at it. It gives me great joy to admire the achievements of others, especially I'm so weak myself. They strike me with awe. Now I'm frail. Not good. But it can be changed to brawny, depending on the events that you get. Not looking good for Rakshana the second. Now I need more of a martial-oriented guardian. Of course, a quarreler. Alright, we skipped a couple of years of the childhood until she reaches 16, and there she is, Empress Rakshana II, the Beneption and Beneption, the Queen of Queens. I mean, oddly enough, when I look at her portrait, one would think it kind of reminds me of the original Rakshana, Beneption Rakshana the Just of Sogdiana, which pretty much tells you those facial features are quite similar to her. Of course, the only difference is the hairstyle and the color of her eyes, which is green, rather than a more common, darker eyes that you see in most Iranian peoples. But there are plenty of others that do have blue and green-eyed Iranian peoples. Some, what if they're Persian, Kurdish, Sogdian, and whatnot. But nonetheless, after all this, I mean, I'm charitable, kind, chaste, ambitious because my tutor, yeah, made me so. And as a result, well, I've become a misguided warrior. Oh well. But don't worry, I'll put on weapons and armor in a moment. Not to mention, equip some books. Well, 4 library books are already equipped. And I know what exact weapon I'm going to be equipping. The Long Sword of the Kayanian Dynasty by Beneption Rakshana of Sogdiana. Yes, this ancient sword, well, it could be considered ancient by standards, but yeah, this sword's been passed down by generations and generations. Yes, it has passed down to many, never to be used until now. Yeah, it was in the hands of Rakshana, as well as Sasan, Khosrow, Kurush, Vishtasp, perhaps, before, you know, the warrior lodge, that he got better weaponry. It was that sword, and that sword, and now this sword. Okay, there are better swords, that have better weapons that we have around here, but I want to equip this because, for notable reasons, it's legendary. It calls to me. Now, there's this old armor, which we got it from there. I recall Rakshan also had that old armor. Oh, by the way, the Jade Dragon that Krush got. It's very well. Oh yeah, this was Vishtas Scroll. I recall there was an old armor, but it got lost or whatnot. But I'll just put this on. It belonged to Zartosht, the Sogdian, not Zartosht of the Spitamans. Not that one. And yes, there is a great holy war ongoing, which it has been going on for months, but I did not want to participate until I fully grow up. The problem is, why Pannonia in these areas? Because he's Catholic. He's gouty, he's wounded, he's stressed, he could die at any time. And the air will be Zoroastrian again. You know, we could have easily assassinated him, whatnot. No, no need for that. We're going to join the Holy War, raise the army, land here, pick up the trade, then get out. Because I didn't want to participate in that war. Just wanted to pick up that trait. And I would love to join the Immortals one day. And to be a good member, gotta have a theology focus. So I'll just raise the troops here for now. Just put me here, and we'll go over there. Already made a friend. Oh, you're Mobad. Oh, that was... Because, you know, I'd like to be tutored. Can be tutored. Who's... Wasn't thinking of legalism. Oh, don't forget to choose a patron angel. A Meritat. Immortality. We have one that knows war. Well, no, not this way. This way. Well, I want somebody that is wisest amongst us, who is a philosophical tutor, and he's a genius, so I want you to be my tutor. Whatever philosophy I may pick up from him, and I shall follow it. And you, since you have a great mind, Bahumana, you shall be the court tutor also, if you want to educate the rest. Teach me what you know. Now hurry up before he dies. Pannonia is this way, so... Anybody that's organizer? Come on, go faster. One of you. Hurry up before that guy dies, so I can pick up that trait. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, enemy territory we stepped on. Ahura Mazda be praised. That's all I need. Our vassals could take care of that. Too bad I can't join the Immortals right now. But I'll tell you what I can do. I've joined the Sand Pit for a while. You know, not ideally in the best kind, but... And the combat skill seems questionable because of my frailty. Just consider it as temporary. I'll just be in the Sand Pit until they allow women in the Immortals. Made a big gain. Bosnia scored big. Also, I should get married. Preferably somebody rich. The Kagan converted. Good. Actually, here's a better idea. Any Bosnians with high stewardship. Because you know how we are always, always have a fondness towards Bosnians. Or any South Slavic that I met at Croatia, one of them. Either that or a Tokharian. Shut up, I'm looking for someone. Shall be you. After all, you're Zoroastrian and you wrote interesting natural observations. I don't know if he'll accept that, but you are to marry me. Which they will. I mean, I could have married one of my cousins, but they are all older than me. Instead, you just marry some low-born Bosnian of no political significance. You're not buying that sword I have equipped. It stays with me. Oh, it's like, yeah, you know my Kayani crown. It's distinctively Zoroastrian Iranian crown. Now look at the Bosnian imperial crown that he wears now. A tutor is instilling a love for the humanist philosophy. That's actually a good one, as far as I'm concerned about what I remember. Until you allow women in, I'm gonna make my living. I mean, if I really want quick glory to, get military training, you should take up bounty hunting. Let's see. -4, 16, 41. Dimension left-handed. Yeah, you try to be a nice guy, but there's a bounty ahead, so clearly you did something bad. You didn't murder anybody. And he's not a member of the Sogdian Saga, so I will hunt you down. I'm trying to avoid his fate. I only accept payment in blood. wounded already. Oh, you hit me. Bruise my legs and bruise my dominant hand. How dare you? Die well. As a result, I become a novice fighter. Yeah, that's something I should do to improve my combat skills, but just take up the life of bounty hunting. Even though, as if you really need that money. No, I just needed to, you know, improve my skills. Thank you very much. But be careful of the fact that I'm frail. Yeah. This will go away later this year. Even though I could have equipped better weapons, then I shouldn't have this problem, but I chose to. Let us pray. Not as strong as they used to. What? How come nobody's helped out the immortals? They're going after Finland. And yet, we can't join them. Oh, hell. Well, we wish you the best. This is terrible. Are the British Empire part of this? No. Because they would have been the biggest contributor. Max construction. Okay, I'm all better now. Anyone else on the bounty board? Nope. They beat me to it. Like how the center of trade is still running. Oh, hell. He wounded me. Bruised and my non-dominant hand, and twice, and swung the non-dominant wrist. Okay, clearly, despite the... Hey. This'll wake him up. Give him the works. I forgot that my learning skill thinks to theology and everything. Yeah, next time, get out here. Well, this is the first time that if I get in that duel against somebody again, whether if it's through that or through bounty hunting, you don't bring a sword to a handgun fight. Of course, you only can shoot it once. You can only shoot it once. And then, well then it's a well-tooled club that it could turn into afterwards. Are you sure that we can't assist you? I guess we can't do that with holy orders unless I'm a member of them. I mean, had you allowed me in, I would most definitely help you out. Finland's gonna fall. But our empire won't. It's all thanks to the religious studies and ancient wisdom. Okay, just wanna spend the last few minutes of this episode just having fun a little with the bounty hunting such. Screw it. Didn't need the glory anyhow. It's just I hoped that I would be joining the Immortals, but they're only recruiting diplomats, no women. And based on that lifestyle that I run, I'm destined to be a member of the Immortals, but Grandmaster says no. And that's going to be a big mistake on his part. It's the reason why he's going to lose Finland. So it took a while to Republic to realize, oh, you can't do against Persia Empire. Where to? Ah, Finland! That's what it's like for them. Mimosov philosophers assume that the Holy Scripture should be held. That's true until some part of them can be disapproved. Now, I've taken this teaching to heart. We must honor the Holy Word. I'm not a very intriguing person. Because I'm too nice. I'm all healed up now, so anybody? 1. Negative. He's going to get killed. Didn't even stand a chance. Not a scratch on me. Bad timing for Nubia. You're kidding, right? Halsaland. This area. Okay, one last war for this episode. It's not much, but clearly we can get better. Ah, of course, the Egyptian forces, which will definitely outnumber them. Here. We'll only use these forces. We've never fought against Mali in anger, but they attacked us, so therefore I'll lead the troops. The venerable ones. This shouldn't take long. from one empress to another. Right, as you advance there, get the retinue. Not enough ships. This will be enough. So transport the retinue and go down North Africa and attack them from there. While we will go search for their army and destroy them. There they are. Big mistake. Of course. Put down that Orthodox uprising while you're at it. As I said before, we never attacked them in anger, but they attacked us, so we had to retaliate. They declared war on us, and we had to retaliate. There you go, that's the proper phrasing. Captured one of their commanders. Why is there a lot of disfigured people down there? Yeah, we still have that other organizer. I was about to say, hey, where's me? Stealing my thunder, huh? Offer me a jump. Yeah, we're just gonna keep fighting and fighting and deep into the African areas of Mali. What is he like? Cancers. Very well. One more bounty should do. Oh. Okay. You want to be like that, huh? Badly wounded. Get him. Now he's disfigured. Look at him now. Bruised his head 5 times. He's got a black eye, concussion, and now he's disfigured. Kept hitting him in the face. Now jump attack. Finish him off. He bruised my head too. An eye for an eye. Even though he did not take my eye. But you know what I mean. Me and my handgun took care of him. Just this once. Don't think of it that it's my first kill. assume that the first kills were probably those who were still in the dungeons. Fire rhythm's gone. Keep it up. You know, we could have easily occupied somewhere, but war score keeps on increasing. Not leading troops. Hurry up. She's gonna keep fighting rabble all day. As a pious woman, after having read the text of the Venedidad, I am more aware of the devil's presence all around me and the danger they put me and my family in. Put my family and realm in. So I decided that my house shall have one of good spirit's dogs. Naga, the dog without a master. A Naga of Abrasiab is known to the people as a kind creature of Ahoda Mazda, protecting my capital from the devils which roam in the darkness. Take him in. He's one of the Kayani. Silly, the wolf. Yeah, and once these hostilities end, we'll end the episode. So, all I gotta say to you people is, as I said before, it's quite possibly another all-time great series that I've done, but which one do you think is the greatest of the past Series King series since Holy Fury release? Just let me hear your opinion. Of which one do you think is, in your opinion, is the most successful that I've ever done? Ragusa, Bosnia, Assyria, Chola, or Sogdian? It's been ages since I felt it so vigorous battle. Every day our units wing us connected by some unspoken bond, I exclaimed eagerly one night. Or a high power of some kind. This is all you, my lady, one of my soldiers said, look at a genuine surprise on his face. This is a team effort, soldier. You have to be humble. It's the highest thing to do. 98%, so I guess one more battle will do. Just chase the enemy down. It landed in Timbuktu. No, that's not them. Well, we annihilated them anyhow. The last battle was in Timbuktu. You lose your claim. Stop. Turn around. As the soldiers are on their way home, all I could say is, that will be the end of the Sogdian Saga. I mean, had we continued this series on, if we chose to continue that series on, the only thing I can tell you is, if I wanted to keep this series going, not only me physically, I would be very exhausted recording all of this by then. It would take another month or so, and it would have been up to date, since I like recording ahead. And finally, well, it's just gonna be repetitive, in my personal opinion. It would be repetitive. Pray for my child's good health. Yeah. So, actually, let's just skip the time a bit. Let's end this series with the birth of the child, regardless if it's a son or daughter. Just follow tradition and rest. +1 learning. Still high enough learning to keep my handgun. Krakow. Big Krakow. A Zoroastrian Krakow. Comfort me. More and more health here. Yes, sure, govern. Be willing to pay. So we'll zoom out of this map so you can look one more time. Huh. Asking me to help me sit down, gently taking a feel of my belly and asking me if I'm comfortable enough. Another servant courageously holds a spoonful of soup close to my mouth. All this pamper from my gossips really spoiling me. What a blissful life I have. No longer ambitious. A holy person should not be ambitious, should be content. And yes, whatever you say. Shahzadeh. Shadok Shahzadeh. So, that's how we're going to end this series. Somehow, our vassal actually reclaimed all of Maharashtra. Vassalization, more likely. So, these are our final borders for this series. We've expanded it as far east as China, as far south as India, Arabia, Abyssinia, and even Kanem, as far west as Algeria and Italy, and as far north as Austria and Kazakhstan. And it's kind of odd that, well, one thing's for certain, as I said, had this series continued on, Finland would have fell to the Crusaders anyhow. I mean, if I was a member of the Immortals, I would have most definitely helped them out, and that would have been a way to end this series, but nah, it is not to be. It is not to be. So, these are our final borders. It's not the best looking borders in the world, especially the western, the European part of the Persian Empire, to be more specific. But at least we could see that we have reconnected Anatolia to the rest of the empire, linking our way into Europe, and even up to Hungary. That's how far we have come. That's why I've decided to stop this series right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, the saga has come to an end. It is over. And so I will resign, and before we part, as I will resign, let's take a look back. Actually, before that, look back on the bloodlines, just real quick. We had so many bloodlines. We inherited the Parthian bloodlines, the Sassanid from the very beginning, and the great Sogdian founders of the bloodline. Roxana Kayani, Vishtasp, who was a cruel warrior, Darius, the great merchant, Zartosht, the Shoshant, Ardashir, another renowned warrior, and who could forget Devashta, the cruelest of all the rulers of the Persian Empire and Turan. The Persian and Turan Empire. So again, we began this series with Roxana, and we have ended it with Roxana. Almost as far as traits is concerned, they have very much in common with her at the very beginning of the series. One would think that, well, particularly the Tokharian Buddhists, would think that perhaps this Roxana is a reincarnation of the old, from a long past. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's resign and take a look back at all these rulers before we finally end here. So let's have a look. It's our final score. Benebshin, Roxana the Just, who ruled for 51 years. We often refer to her as she is the spark that ignited the flame of the Sogdian resistance and liberation. Shah Sassan the first of Sogdiana ruled for 4 months, unfortunately. Shah Khosrow the Bold ruled for 25 years. Shah Karush, the first of Sogdiana, 17 years. Vishtasp the Cruel, 41 years. Shah Sassan the Just, 3 months. don't name your succession. Nazgul, the bottomless, 32 years. Granisa, the butch, 34 years. Yena, the sword of Allah, or whatever god you wish to say, like say, the sword of Ahura Mazda, Orma, Zoroaster, Mana, Reservan. Take your pick. 28 years. Darius, 36 years. The Lionheart. Zartosh, the Sogdian, 36 years. Ardashir, Iron Grip, 39 years. Devashta, the Big Mass Murderer, the Wise Murderer, 55 years. Roxana the Glorious, 8 years. Opak, the Inbred Inquisitor, 18 years. Chat, the Merry, 48 years. Jemshid, Red Cheeks, 49 years. Karush, the Holy, 12 years. And now, Roxana the Second, as we end that series. Counting. So as we look back, was Devashta really the longest reigning out of everybody? Yes. Darius. And all these names. Well, I mean, the second longest was Roxana for 51, but it is Devashta who ruled for 55 years. 55 years of reign of terror and everything. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Crusader Kings 2. We hope to see you in Crusader Kings 3, whenever the first series that I will record that will come in late 2020. And be sure to tune in to the Lord Master channel for more content, including the upcoming Imperator Rome series, which will not be a one-time series. It will be the first of possibly many in many years to come, along with Crusader Kings 3 and whatnot. So we hope you enjoyed this entire series that we've gone through. It was a long and emotional journey as a Zoroastrian rule, a Zoroastrian dynasty. So until then, for the next series, so long for now.